return and hit Earth 7 years later on April 13th, 2036.
The gravitational effect of the Earth will cause it to bend, cause the Apophis orbit to enlarge to precisely the size which 7 years later it will come around and hit the Earth.
At the present time, Apophis has a 1 in 45,000 chance of delivering a deadly blow in 2036. But even these odds have scientists placing bets.
It's one thing to know that there's maybe 1 chance in 45,000 that it's going to hit the Earth, but what you'd like to know, is there 1 chance in 100? Is there 1 chance in 10? Is the probability 1 that it's going to hit the Earth?
Schweikert believes we must regard Apophis as we would any natural disaster. He's even mapped out where Apophis might strike.
You have the date of the impact, the time of the impact, the orbital inclination, and you can make a map. And what that map shows is what I have called a path of risk that goes all the way across the planet. And I look at this and I see a high probability of impact and I say, whoa, where might it hit?
According to Schweikert, Apophis could impact any point along this path of risk. It begins in western Siberia, cuts across and down the Pacific Ocean near California. Then it traverses Central America and finishes in Western Africa. Schweikert proposes a chilling scenario of where Apophis might strike. The asteroid could land in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California with the force of over 1 million megatons of TNT. Such an impact would create a 5-mile wide, 9,000-foot deep crater in the water, which would unleash tsunamis. Relentless 50-foot waves would pound the coastline, resulting in unimaginable human loss.
An asteroid that's 1,000 feet in diameter, having it hit in the ocean is not a good deal. Hundreds of billions of dollars of damage from something like that.
Scientists are presently working on technologies to preempt such a cosmic strike. One idea involves blowing up an asteroid. But some feel this could compound the problem, sending several chunks of the asteroid in our direction instead of just one. Consequently, Schweikert's new mission is to change the orbit of asteroids that could impact Earth.
What you want to do is basically change the asteroid's orbit very, very slightly. You change its velocity by a 10,000th of a mile per hour so that it will miss the Earth instead of hitting it.
Rusty's colleagues have drafted conceptual designs of spacecraft that could deflect asteroids, particularly Apophis. One would tow harmful asteroids away from Earth, but instead of lassoing the rock like a bull in a rodeo, the tractor will hover in front of it and use gravity as a tow line.
If you park in front of an asteroid for a long enough period of time and you stay close enough to it but not touching it, you're going to increase its velocity. Or if you park behind it while it's moving along, you're going to slow it down very slightly. We can change the orbit of an asteroid if we know about it far enough ahead of time.
Although a space probe has landed on an asteroid in the past, the most challenging idea is launching a manned mission. Once landing on the rock, astronauts could mount a radio transponder to track its whereabouts.
You could just use a robotic mission to go to an asteroid, land, grab a sample, and bring it back. That's not that difficult. What you gain by a manned mission is they can react to interesting areas on the asteroid surface. They could go here, there, and they wouldn't have to rely on remote navigation.
Nicaraguan border.
Schweikert insists we should remain on high alert regarding asteroid Apophis, and his cause hasn't gone unheard. Now the United Nations plans to draft a treaty which will include who will be responsible for deflecting killer asteroids.
That would be a real crime if we are so irresponsible, knowing that this is going to happen, that we continue to do nothing about it.
But asteroids and comets are not the only deep space threats.
Earth has had its ups, and Earth has had its downs. We never know what's going to be around the next corner, and a lot of it is bad.
In far-off galaxies, galactic invaders are at work, itching to end life on the planet as we know it. 3 times daily, a strange flash pulsates across our sky. It's hundreds of times more powerful than the world's total nuclear armament, but it's not man-made. And if one happens close enough to Earth, it could end life on our planet. Most Earthlings are unaware of the potential hazards in space, but the list is long and growing. Imagine this. Within our own galaxy, the Milky Way, a massive star explodes, sending a lethal burst of energy rocketing toward our planet. This is a gamma ray burst, the biggest explosion to rock the universe since the Big Bang. In the cities and countryside below, there's no warning of what's